one's done. I talk too much. Okay, part 2. We're gonna need some parts. I didn't realize, but I do need to find the F tree. So F for Frank the Tank, and also some bushings. I do have some bushings, but I am gonna replace these with bearings. So now is the time to find 2 of the bearings, 2 BA5, and so on, 1 BA3, and 1 of these long screws. So I'll find this and get back to you. Okay, so I got the 2 bearings. I did put one in there already. And here's the F6 part, which is just a piece of plastic. And then you just enter the bearing into the plastic. And now we can follow the steps one by one and get some parts. Now these actually fit into a bigger hole that's over here. Both of them are exactly the same size, so you just squish them in there. And then they should become flush to it, and like you heard, you just go click, lickety click, lickety slip. And that's why you do have to have a clean edge around where you trim the things, because it just makes it easier to enter stuff in and out. So for this, we only need the big one, the bearings, and then we can put the caps together and grease the wheel. So let's put some grease on that wheel all the way around. And you can always put some more grease later on this wheel, because you can actually see it. Grease galore, grease galore. Both goes together, and then I get the other cap. And it's pretty easy to actually line up the pictures. So when you're looking at the pictures, it actually tells you how to hold it when you're putting it all together. In this case, which is kind of odd. Okay, so you want me to do it this way. So this is actually the motor mount that is actually going to go on there. Now I need to put some screws. The longest one goes all the way up to the front. Darn, I forgot my screwdriver, my Phillips screwdriver. Hold on. Okay, I got my screwdriver, so now I can actually screw everything together. And I won't bore you with it. Okay, here we go. All 3 screws installed. One here, one there, and another one in the hole here. And that's the motor mount, where the motor is going to go. And my differentials in there. So now we're going to move to step 3. And step 3 is the gear case. More of the gear case. So more screwing screws and installing little tiny parts. So I got all the other parts to put on the diff case. It does mention here that to apply some grease to the screw if it fits tight. So, and one thing, when you do screw these into plastic, keep in mind that they are not pre-threaded. So it is going to be kind of hard to start turning. But when you start turning screws into unthreaded plastic, it does heat up. So once you get close to the end, make sure you stop, because you can strip these very easily. Once you start screwing them, the plastic becomes hot. It's scalded with the friction. So do be careful. It's more evident with the small thread than the big thread. The big thread is going to stop easy, but the smaller thread, that's the one that's you can strip very easily. So be very careful. So it does show you here how to put the pieces together properly within one another. So that's what I'm going to build right now. So let's cue the music. So there we go. I did do this off camera because it was a little too tough to hold it in front of the camera and tighten up and hold and screw at the same time and make sure I was in frame. So basically there's the differential gear. So now step 4, I'm going to get all these parts and we're going to attach the inner gear. It actually tells you to use the T-wrench to actually help you put the bearings in there.